What event made you see your dad in a whole new light? I was 12 when my dad started acting like a completely different person around my friends. Every time someone new came over, he'd transform into this weird, intense version of himself that made me want to crawl under a rock and disappear forever. It started with Tommy Rodriguez from my math class. Nice kid, quiet, always shared his lunch when I forgot mine. But the second Tommy walked through our front door, my dad went into full interrogation mode. Where do you live exactly? What's your address? What do your parents do for work? Firing questions like Tommy was applying for some government job instead of just wanting to play video games. Tommy shifted uncomfortably, glancing at me with those confused eyes that said, "Dude, what's wrong with your dad?" I tried to laugh it off, but Dad kept pushing. "Have we met your parents? Maybe we should call them, introduce ourselves properly." It was mortifying. Tommy made up some excuse about having to go home early, and I knew I'd never hear the end of it at school. Then came Jake Morrison, popular kid, team captain, the kind of friend that made other kids jealous. Dad pulled the same routine, but worse. Started asking about Jake's older brother, what grade he was in, if he ever hung out with us. "Does your brother have friends over? Older guys?" Jake looked at me like my dad had lost his mind. Sometimes, I guess." Dad's face went stone cold. "Maybe you should hang out here instead of your place." The pattern continued with every new friend. Chen, David Kim, even quiet little Peter Walsh who wouldn't hurt a fly. Dad would grill them about their families, their addresses, their older siblings. He'd insist they stay at our house instead of me going to theirs. "Why don't you invite your friends here more often?" became his constant refrain. My social life was crumbling. Friends stopped calling. Invitations dried up. I became the kid with the psycho dad who treated everyone like criminals. At school, kids would whisper and point. "That's the guy whose dad thinks we're all drug dealers or something." I begged Mom to talk to him, but she just shrugged, with that helpless look married people get when